£150-pound person, it's a wholly different application, different work, different environment, different training program. There's going to be a lot of anatomical barriers that are going to keep you from stretching that person. They're going to do everything seated or laying down. It's going to be very cumbersome, very hard to maneuver. So it's more about...
They move around and they're getting around. I mean, that's not... But I wouldn't put them on a single... I would never put them on a single leg.
No, you can't.
You know, I mean...
That's like doing a lunge with them. You'd never do lunges with them.
Even like 200... I would say for the females that are 250 plus, you know, just... They don't do it.
Right, and you're not going to do lunges with them as well.
No.
So an environment might be something like this. If they could get comfortable like this, what do you think of that? Would somebody be able to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So why don't you get in that position for a second?
With the knee would then hang off the table.
Just a little. Okay. And maybe I wanted to support them in some way, but I'm saying to myself, if they're that heavy, there's going to be an anatomical barrier. They got a big belly. Okay, I'm just saying that probably won't need this, but I don't like this right now, so I want you to bring this forward. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, there, a little more support. Okay, so the first thing I do is just make sure that they're comfortable in this position. I don't want them to look up, I just want them to relax for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you bring your heel towards you. Good. All I'm going to do is have you breathe in deep. Exhale. I'm going to try to give you a little bit of a quad stretch. And before I go on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to take it to about a 3, and I'm just going to ask the simple question, where do you feel this? I want to make sure it's out of the joint itself and it's above the knee. Do you feel a quad stretch?
Yes.
Okay, is it above the knee?
Yes.
Good. So I'm just going to hold this position. I'm going to ask you to breathe in deep. Exhale. Can you pull your heel towards you? Good, and relax. Just relax your upper body. If I see the client starting to look up at the ceiling, looking up ahead of them, I'm going to make sure they drop their chin, make sure they don't feel any level of tension. Do you feel any tension in your low back here?
None.
Okay. These are the questions you need to ask. I promise you someone's going to feel it in their lower back. Breathe in deep, and I'm going to move you to a new range of motion, and that's about it. And you're pretty loose there now anyways. I don't want your heel to go into your butt. Now there's one other thing I can do. I'm coming out of it slowly. I create with an Eric's pad or a roller or something. I'm going to ask to slide this underneath just a little. I'm freeing the kneecap. Okay, it's a little above the kneecap. And I'm just going to, and what's this going to do is just tilt a little bit on the femur, and I'm going to see the difference now. I'm going to take it to that 3 again. That's probably going to feel like a 6. I'm going to hold that position. Do you feel a stretch?
Yes.
Breathe in deep. Exhale.
Definitely more through the hip flexor.
Okay, so it's going a little higher now.
Yes.
Okay. That was the cue I gave when you were standing. I said, could you bring your knee back a little? Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yes.
So the femur wasn't straight down. I had you extend it a little bit, so you went into a little bit of extension of that femur. And you're just going to hold that position. And these are just some things that you can create.